Everyone, Letty here. Welcome to #Doodlebug Christmas. This is a crafty collab video. We are doing a week of daily Doodlebug videos. Today is day 4 and I am making some cards using a crafty Mama Diaries sketch. Welcome back everyone. So I'm participating in #Doodlebug Christmas with my friends Teresa, who's fresh and renewed with Teresa, and Helen, who's crafty Mama Diaries. We are doing a project from the 3rd through the 9th all week. I brought out this Gingerbread Kisses Doodlebug paper pad. It's a 6x6 paper pad. It's the collection from this year. So here's what it looks like. So these are the products that I'm going to be using for today's project. Again, day 4, so Gingerbread Kisses. And then I brought out Candy Cane Lane. This was a scrapbook.com exclusive ephemera variety pack, 41 pieces. I had received it for free with one of my orders, I believe a year ago. It has a little bit of all 3 of the different types of ephemera that come from Doodlebug. So I really like that little pack. I figured I would use it today. So I did use some of the items. For today's project, I'm going to make some cards using a crafty Mama Diary sketch number 1. This is Helen's very first sketch. I think it's so easy, so fun, and you're able to have minimal scraps. I brought in a couple of embossed pieces of cardstock as well that I had in my stash. I brought in some scallop circles. I used some of the sentiments, some of the ephemera pieces. I also did stamp some of the insides with a sentiment from a not too shabby stamp. So here were just a couple of the cards that I had made. Again, I had a couple of those embossed mats in my stash, so I went ahead and used them, and then I brought in some more of the paper. So I'm just kind of using some scraps to make these last few cards. I've already made 3. We're going to make 1 together on camera. I brought in some ephemera pieces, a scallop circle, and then I have my paper here already cut. It's pretty much one 6x6 sheet of paper with one little scrap that's left over. I figure I will use that little scrap on the inside, and then I have my card base as well. So we are going to make our crafty Mama Diary sketch number 1 card today. I'm going to start with my large A2 mat. This one is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm going to glue it down to the front of my card base, just like this, leaving a 1/8 border all the way around. For this little strip here, we are going to make some fishtail banners on the sides. I'm going to cut a little slit right in the middle and then sort of connect from the corners back into the center cut, just like this. So you can make a cute little fishtail just by doing one little cut right in the middle, and then from the corners, connect it to that center cut, just like this. So super easy. I left this in just to show you, just in case. So that is our little fishtail banner. We are going to go ahead and glue this down to the front of our card front on top of the larger A2 mat. So it'll look something similar to this, just like that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of layer out all of my embellishments, and then I'm going to glue. Now you'll see here that I am adding this white stitched scallop circle a little bit higher than center. That's because I added that sentiment at the bottom and I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of room. I went ahead and glued that circle. Now I'm adding my little Santa, and then I'm going to finish it off with a couple of pieces of the ephemera, or the odds and ends, that came in this collection pack. So this was such a neat little pack from scrapbook.com. It was a freebie with my order, again, about a year or so ago, because it had a little bit of each of the different kinds of collections. So that's super, super neat. Then I went ahead and added the little scrap on the inside. I did bring in 1 additional piece of ephemera just to glue in, just to add a little fun. I'll probably come back and stamp a sentiment, but that is my finished card. So again, this was for #Doodlebug Christmas. I used Gingerbread Kisses as well as the Candy Cane Lane ephemera pack. Those were the items that I used. Today's project was cards using crafty Mama Diaries sketch number 1. I will link Helen's channel down below, as well as Teresa's channel. These were the 4 cards that I made, 3 off camera, 1 on camera. I brought in some scraps. I brought in some embossed mats that I already had in my stash. For day 1 of this week, I did gift card holder ornaments. I did 3 of those. And then I also, on day 2, I did ephemera cards. That was day 2. Day 3, I did Hershey candy bar sleeves. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, make sure you check them out. Again, this is #Doodlebug Christmas, and I will link both of their channels down in the description box below, but you can also click on that hashtag to get to all of our videos. Happy crafting, everyone.